Alright, folks, Beast Morphers is back for, first off, yeah, it's just season 2 of Beast Morphers, and yeah, they're not adding super to the second half of it. Just thank Zordon. Alright, so we have 01 episode 23, Ryusoulger episode 46, and Beast Morphers episode 27. Alright, let's just go get Beast Morphers out of the way since I started up with that. So yeah, first things first. Yeah, good thing they're not adding in the super part of it. Hasbro's just finally nipped that little annoyance in the bud, thankfully. And yeah, it's been a couple of months ever since Evox was destroyed. And we all see from the promotions that is definitely not the case. It says, yeah, apparently Mare Daniels is completely possessed by Evox, but, well, we haven't gotten to that point in the show yet. But, yeah, if you see promotional trailers, then, yeah, you see Evox turning into Mare Daniels, and, yeah, basically, the whole glowing arm thing at the end of the first half, kind of obvious what happened there. But yeah, it's been a couple months afterwards, and yeah, basically everyone's getting along with their lives, and hey, everything's all good, and Mare Daniels is going around installing Morphex towers all over the world, giving new, clean, renewable energy, and I'm pretty sure that this is not some sort of part of Evox's grand master plan at all. No sirree, Bob. And then Steel starts turning into a conspiracy theorist wacko. And yeah, he thinks he's seen Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and at least he's not talking about pizza or anything like that, so, there's that. But yeah, one little thing that does draw Steel's eye is that, well, apparently there was a leak in a Morphex tower, but there wasn't any resources allocated by the city that officially cleaned it up. And yeah, it turns out that Scrozzle was actually stealing the excess Morphex to bring back to wherever Evox is hiding now. And he's got himself a second Droltron, and the Rangers don't even know where they're stashing all their Giga Drones anymore. So yeah, basically it's a whole new mystery, and yeah, we know that Mare Daniels is Evox, so like I said before, so. Basically, now the question is, when are they going to figure it out? How are they going to react to it? And is it possible to save Devin's dad from being possessed by this guy? Oh, yeah, and, there's going to be some stuff coming down here that I'm honestly surprised that they are deciding to adapt, but we'll get to that as we get to it. Yeah, all in all, just a decent reintroductory episode, and we still have Ben and Betty, sadly. So yeah, anyways, Beast Morphers, not exactly a whole lot there. All right, moving on to 01 episode 23, and as a follow-up for the whole marriage scandal fiasco, the would-be girlfriend of the guy that she accused, it turns out that, she realized. Yeah, agreeing to marry a guy only a month after you started dating him was kind of silly, so she goes and asks Aruto for some advice about basically setting her up with a new boyfriend from a Human Gear dating service. And, Aruto, he introduces her to a matchmaking Human Gear, and, long story short, basically, this isn't, all that serious episode, yeah, the Human Gear decides to pair her up with Guy. Basically saying that, he figures that their two shitty personalities would collide with each other and, basically he's a narcissistic asshole. She's she's an easily led dick. She's an easily led dingus. So, yeah, two shitty halves make a somewhat decent whole, apparently. Oh, and this draws the ire of her childhood friend, who turns into the Penguin Raider and tries to attack during the whole arranged dating thing. And to go and lure him out, Aruto goes and sets up a fake wedding between her and the Human Gear dating service, Human Gear. And I'm not going to spoil what happens. It's just. It is just silly, and the Human Gear himself goes Maverick over the stupidest thing ever. I'm not going to explain what happens. You just need to see it for yourself. But just basically, it's the most ridiculous, ridiculous over-the-top case of blue balls you'll ever see in your life. Yeah, so he goes. So yeah, the Human Gear goes maverick over this really honestly silly thing. Her childhood friend turns into Penguin Raider out of jealousy, and oh yes, Aruto is experiencing a new problem since. Yeah, ever since Guy installed the Metal Cluster Hopper progress key into the 01 driver, no other progress key can work aside from Metal Cluster Hopper. So basically, if he wants to go and stop any Human Gear, stop any Mavericks or Raiders, Magiers or Raiders, he's basically gonna have to install it and just go completely screaming insane again, or just basically drowning himself in the darkness caused by the arc. But yeah, apparently they're going to get resolved in the next episode where they finally figure out how to go and access the power of Metal Cluster Hopper and the rest of the progress keys without letting the arc take control of him again. But yeah, aside from that, this was just honestly kind of a bit of a silly episode. And yeah, also basically, Japan, go make more babies. Get married, make more babies. Yeah, basically, yeah, you know that. Anyways, speaking of babies, Ryusoulger episode 46 gives us delivers a big old whopper of exposition. Where it turns out that the reason why Yaiba Sword went nuts is, yes, because Hellas caused it to go nuts and destroy both the Ryusoul tribe and the Druidons, is because Hellas has had enough of her kids constantly at war with each other over stupid shit. Yeah, it turns out that before Hellas made the Druidons, she created the Ryusoul tribe to basically watch over and protect humanity, protect the Earth. But then they started fighting each other over stupid shit, and yeah, basically they started fighting each other over pointless nonsense. So she created the Druidons to basically just go and clean house. But then the Druidons decided to go follow their own stupid agenda, and she's like, okay, you know what? Screw it, both of you, done. I'm done with both of you. So she possesses Precious's body and kills him in order to gain a physical form and just do the job herself. Since, apparently, the Druidons and the Ryusoul tribe are siblings. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a big old shocker there. Oh yeah, and also, not so shockingly, Wizard is still alive and manages to get his heart card back from Precious, Well, anyways, yeah, Yaiba Sword's gone, Gunjoji's gone, Precious is now a vessel for Hellas, and now Hellas is poised to destroy the Ryusoul tribe and the remaining Druidons, so now the Ryusoul tribe has to band together to go and stop her. Yeah, not really a whole lot else plot-wise, but then again, this is the second to last episode, so... Alright, so, 01... Valentine's Day nonsense, Ryusoulger, it's almost done, thanks Zordon, and Beast Morphers is, well, it's starting to get itself back on track, and so far is avoiding all the nonsense of super seasons of Power Rangers during the Neo Saban era. Oh yeah, and speaking of Ryusoulger and Power Rangers, yeah, apparently Ryusoulger is going to be adapted after Beast Morphers is done in 2021. And yeah, might as well talk about this one. And yeah, honestly, Ryusoulger honestly kind of seems like the only option that Hasbro has right now. Since, well, that or Zoolger. Since yeah, the other Sentai footage that they could try to adapt has various bits of problems in there. Let's see, Tokusatsu, aside from having incredibly unimaginative and bad designs for like most of the Tokusatsu's mechs and stuff, constantly has the problem of having Wright go and steal all of his teammates' powers and swapping them out constantly, and also most of which has them demorphed, which would not only create more needs for reshoots if they did want to use it, but also kind of dampens the whole team aspect of a Power Rangers if it's just the Red Ranger running around stealing his teammates' powers constantly. Once again, Wright is a bad Red Ranger. I hate him. I hate Tokusatsu. And let's see, Q Ranger, aside from all of its other let's see, Q Ranger had 12 team members to balance out. Dino Charge could barely handle 10. And yeah, let's face it, Q Ranger wasn't exactly good with the cast rotation itself. And again, I'm betting there's also maybe some legal problems tied up with Bandai of America since they were involved with the creation of the Q Ranger. So maybe there's some legal snafus with that. I mean, yeah, unless you have like a really good writer. I mean, yeah, Hasbro's only just had the Power Rangers license for at least a year or two. And yeah, not exactly a whole lot of experience with something like a whole lot of experience with the franchise, especially when it comes to something as problematic as Q Ranger. And let's see what else. What other problems? Well, I mean, again, they could probably work better with the footage because just as long as they don't try to recreate Lucky. I mean, although, yeah, again, just like with Tokusatsu, Q Ranger could require a lot of reshoots. Apparently, since there's lots of problems with the fight footage, causing some people to be nauseous from just all the shaky cam stuff. Apparently, but then again, I got so turned off by Q Ranger, I stopped watching around the 5th episode because, yeah, after getting a break from Moron Red Rangers with Ryusoulger, to go back to that with Lucky or Dumb Luck. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, to go back to Dumb Luck. I was just like, no, done, stop, go away. Ugh. And yeah, I would have liked to see them try to take a crack at Lupin Ranger versus Panther Ranger, but apparently that wouldn't exactly do well with American standards and practices. You know, the whole cops and robbers thing. And yeah, let's face it. The only reason that Lupin Ranger versus Panther Ranger went with the Phantom Thief motif in the first place was just Toei trying to cash in on the popularity of Persona 5. You know, that M-rated game that's really popular with the kids. You know. And again, kind of hard to go and weave around, you know, with the protagonists mainly being the Phantom Thieves, whereas the cops are basically just treated as second banana putzes who, well, yeah, basically just get outshone by the thieves almost every single time. I mean, yeah, Lupin Ranger versus Panther Ranger could work if they take a lot of time to think about the footage and learn how to phrase it and, you know, present it the right way. But that's not that time right now. They need something. They need something out of the gate now. So the only options are yet another dinosaur series or a animal themed series immediately following another animal series. Yeah, going from Beast Morphers to a Ryusoulger adaptation would have, basically created the same problem that we have with going with Ryusoulger so closely after Kyoryuger. Basically, theme oversaturation. I mean, yeah, we all thought that Ryusoulger, you know, like, since it's all night, since they're night-themed Sentai, we thought they were going to go with dragons. Hell, I wanted them to be dragons, but they just went with dinosaurs again because dinosaurs are the big theme for Sentai. But yeah, no, hopefully Toei's just realizing to give the dinosaur thing a break now. So instead, next up, we're going to be doing cars again. Whatever. Anyways, that's enough of my griping. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, Ryusoulger, I mean, well, it's got a lot of tonal problems, but the source material definitely seems viable. And again, if you know how to work, I mean, you could like Rumpelstiltskin. You could take straw and spin it into gold if you know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, there's been plenty of problematic Sentai series that got adapted into decent Power Ranger seasons. Like, for example, Time Ranger and Geki Ranger didn't exactly do so well, but Power Rangers Time Force is considered to be one of the best series, and, well, yeah, Jungle Fury turned out to be pretty good. So, I mean, yeah, again, it's all a matter of writing, presentation, and, well, maybe we'll get ourselves a Lupin Ranger versus Panther Ranger adaptation at some point, just not right now. Well, here's hoping. So, till next time, bye-bye, kiddies!